very easy to put the blame on the Congress party, which is in power in two states. But if I go by Stats of India data, which is actually quoting government data, and I'm quoting from 22nd March, not even from today. The government is collecting taxes up to 50%, but there are states which is collecting about 30 to 34%. So this shows that we have one country and many taxes. And this is a government, the central government, which says that we will have one country, one tax, one country, one this thing, one that thing. But the fact is that Mr. Nambiar is very uncomfortable state. And I can see that. I've never seen him in this state because he understands the dilemma he's in. Because on the one hand, he cannot defend the government because he's also facing the brunt of petrol price hike. If petrol and diesel prices go up, it is going to affect everything. And that is the reason for price rise across the board. But now, if you look at what happened to the government, you can't hide behind COVID. 4th November 2021 was the first cut in excise in 3 years, Mr. Nambiar, 3 years. So when we talk about the excise duty, it should be reduced. And please do not put the blame on Russia-Ukraine war. The Russia-Ukraine war has been taking place for the last how many days? From February 24th to March 22nd. How many days is it? And the price was increased first on March 22nd after having been raised last on 4th November 21st. What does this show? That 4.5 months the government made sure that elections were around the corner, elections had to take place, so people had to be kept calm. And if they couldn't do what they wanted to in the various states, they had to buy off various MLAs, they do it quietly. That is why the prices were raised only from March 22nd. Can you refute this? Otherwise, why weren't the prices being raised when the Russia-Ukraine war started? And aren't we a non-aligned country? Aren't we supposed to be buying oil from Russia? What happens? Sometimes the government comes up with some plan and then it changes its plan. So the point is, Divya, that the government does not have a plan placed, does not have a vision, and does not know what to do. Of course, when you talk about the finance minister, she's the same finance minister who will turn around and say that, look, I don't live very far from my office, so I don't need to spend money on a vehicle. So I don't spend money on petrol and diesel, just like she doesn't have onions. But that is not how the rest of the country operates. Now, the last and final point, Divya. The government speaks a lot about the oil. The government has collected more amount in taxes than the amount it pays for the oil bonds. And let me remind Mr. Nambiar and the entire BJP that the oil bonds were bought because the crude oil prices were very high and people of India needed spikes. And today, you are making fun of that. You are putting the blame on the UPA government because you do not have a vision. You do not understand how you can take off the burden of taxes from the people. You are only thinking about collecting money, how to help your friends, the corporates, and that is the problem. 85% is what we depend on from outside. I agree, Mr. Nambiar, that this government has been in place for 8 years. What has it been doing? And Adani and Ambani have promoted all this fight. Isn't Ambani majorly involved in production of oil? What are we doing? These are only excuses, Divya, and it is the people of India, the citizens of this country who are facing the brunt, and the government is giving them more respite than has been able to do.